This weekend is the big game of the NFL, one of the final football games of the season before a very long time of no football. That, of course, is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is this weekend, so in today's video, I'm going to be going over my predictions, kind of going over some stuff and other things as well that I will probably talk about in this video. But mostly, of course, the headliner for this video is going to be telling you guys my predictions for the Super Bowl. So yeah, of course, the upcoming Super Bowl matchup is a rematch from Super Bowl 49, Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Definitely a weird scenario from both teams, coming into this. Of course, yesterday, as of me recording this, was the NFL Honors, Hall of Fame induction, and all that other stuff. We'll talk a little bit more about that, and talk much more about the upcoming game this weekend on Super Bowl Sunday. Now, with that out of the way, and this intro out of the way, don't know how long this video will be. Probably not be too long, since I'm just talking about my predictions and all that. Before we get into the video, though, if you guys are new to the BrewCrew channel or haven't yet here on the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit notification bell for future upcoming videos here on the BrewCrew channel. I do football content like this, and also with the Saints and LSU, and I do wrestling content as well here on the BrewCrew channel. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Let's go ahead and get right into predictions and everything else. Let's kind of actually recap of what happened at the NFL Honors. Of course, for mostly Saints-wise, I should say, Tyler Shough sadly did not win the AP Rookie of the Year. That, of course, went to McMillan, which definitely was probably the favorite the whole season. Yeah, Becca probably could helped him because he played a full season and all this other stuff. He 1,000 yards, led all rookie receivers in yards and touchdowns, But congratulations to him, of course, future #1 target for however long he'll be with the Panthers for Bryce Young and all that, and potentially a future star player for them. But Tyler Shough did go on to win the NFL Rookie of the Year, which of course was the fan vote Rookie of the Year, so he did win that, so he won one of the Rookie of the Years, but it was still a special day, though, for Saints fans. It's finally the moment happened of us Saints fans that we've been wanting to see for a long time, and the first ballot himself, Drew Brees, the GOAT himself, our GOAT, our legend, Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Famer, the first ever first ballot Hall of Famer for the New Orleans Saints. Of course, credited as well. The Chargers credit them, but he only played with them for 5 years. He's not really known for them a lot. When you think Drew Brees, you think of New Orleans. So, but of course, the New Orleans Saints, big news all around, really. Tyler Shough winning one of the Rookie of the Years, not the actual Rookie of the Year, and of course Drew Brees, and him joining a pretty interesting class for 2026, joining Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly. Kind of shocking to me. I didn't even think he would be at least a first ballot. I would think he was going to still be in the Hall of Fame, but I didn't think he was a first ballot, which I think he was. I don't think this was a first ballot, but still, him in the Hall of Fame. I just didn't know when it would happen. I just didn't know it was going to happen this sort of fast. I'm sorry, I can't remember if he's first ballot or not. Roger Craig, first time for him. For many years of him waiting to finally be in the Hall of Fame. A perfect way for him. Super Bowl and the awards were in San Francisco. He's a 49er legend, so he gets in, and the old man kicker himself, Adam Vinatieri, the 24-season veteran kicker, finally gets his name in the Hall of Fame as well. So definitely an interesting class that Drew Brees is along with. So definitely looking forward to his induction in Canton, which of course they usually do the official induction going into next season in the Hall of Fame preseason game to start off the season. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to see how the bust looks for him and all that. So that's kind of the stuff that happened. Of course, the award winners, of course, we knew Myles Garrett was going to win Defensive Player of the Year. That Carson guy from the Browns, I cannot say his last name correctly, won Defensive Rookie of the Year. JSN, of course, won Offensive Player of the Year. Bobby Wagner won Man of the Year, and MVP went to the veteran himself, Matt Stafford, who did tease and probably ended up saying that he will be coming back next year. So definitely a lot more potentially a good couple more years left for Matt Stafford. But enough about the awards. Let's go ahead and get right into the official predictions for the games and for the game. And this is kind of interesting because I really, just to go ahead and say my official prediction, I am actually going to go with the Seahawks. Now, I don't want to say I'll be okay with the Patriots winning. I'll be okay with whoever wins. But I feel like the Seahawks are almost the much better team. But, of course, people are remembering with the Super Bowl 49 and all that, and it's definitely interesting, you know. One of the other reasons with the Patriots, who might very well win Coach of the Year, is, of course, yes, with Drake May, and probably a little bit of me is because they have the more LSU players. They got Kayshon Boutte, they got Chason, and they got Will Campbell, and I honestly can't remember who the fourth person is that they have. I'm sorry if I can't remember who it is, but I know it's those players, former LSU players, you know. And there is one on the Seahawks, but that's just kind of one of the things. I mean, Will Campbell in his rookie year, helping this team make the Super Bowl in his rookie season, be pretty cool to see him win a Super Bowl, you know, in his first year in the NFL. So that would be pretty crazy to see. So, but I think I'm leaning more towards the Seahawks because I think they have, I want to say, the much better, well-rounded team. Yes, for the offense, for the Patriots, they have Drake May, they have Diggs, they have Boutte, and they have other greater. I say Boutte. I know everybody says Booty, but I'm pretty sure it's Boutte because that's how I've heard it. I'm pretty sure it's a Cajun last name, and so I'm pretty sure you're going to hear a lot of people here in Louisiana say Boutte. That's what I say. That's mostly what I say, and that's pretty sure that's how I don't even know if that's how you say his last name, but I mean, it is sort of funny a little bit to hear the commentator say Kayshon Boutte, and I'm like, it's Boutte, but anyway, yeah, they have those great players. They have a pretty good stacked defense as well, but the defense that Seattle has, that of course is this new version, not version of the Legion of Boom, but like a different, I think they call themselves the Dark Side. It's a different side of this defense that has been one of the best defenses, and Patriots have already faced a couple of pretty good defenses in Denver, Los Angeles, and in Houston. So now they're facing off against another great defense. But then also I think Seattle, even though yes they have Drake May, who's an MVP candidate, I think Seattle's offense is much better, well-rounded. They got Kenneth Walker, they got JSN, you know. They got other great targets, not just JSN as well, you know. And then it's just the trio of Darnold, Walker, and JSN. And also, I do want to say, I am sort of going for Seattle because Seattle does have Rashid Shaheed, and I am going to be pulling for Shaheed to try to get himself a ring. There is rumors, of course, potentially could some way maybe try to get him back to the team because of course how successful he is, but I mean we'll have to see where that road leads to after of course the Super Bowl, so we'll see about that. But that's kind of one of the reasons, and just mostly for Sam Darnold in general, like if he wins this Super Bowl, he is probably going to have one of the most craziest turnarounds in his career. Like I remember when he was drafted, and I remember, like, after his first couple years, and he was with the Jets, and he was cut from the Jets or traded or whatever it was, that everybody, even me, was saying, like, he is going to go down as one of the biggest busts. Like, at first I was probably like, okay, maybe a new team and all this, maybe could change up his career. Doesn't do great with the Panthers. He, I believe after the Panthers, he went to the 49ers, or, yeah. I can't remember if he went somewhere before the 49ers. I can't remember for some reason. But he goes to the 49ers, mostly now showing that he's going to be potentially a future just journeyman backup, really. You know, that's probably what most people were going to say. He's just going to be a journeyman backup if he's staying in the league. Then, sort of, I don't want to say a blessing in disguise. Of course, it literally led to a player getting injured. Blessing in disguise almost happened. Or not almost, but kind of happened, or whatever, you know what I'm meaning, with J.J. McCarthy, who, as a rookie, they were going to go, like with the Vikings, they were going to go with him but he gets injured in the preseason, and it's a season-ending injury, and he's out for the whole of his rookie year, and so the team's like, okay, we'll go with Sam Darnold. A lot of fans, even the Vikings fans, are like, okay, well, we know the history with this guy, so I guess he can try to hold down the fort until JJ comes back. Lo and behold, he goes on to have an MVP season, career high in yards, touchdowns, up for MVP, and brings the Vikings to a 14-win season, close to winning the division and being number one in the conference. Yeah, they did lose in the playoffs. They kind of crumbled in the playoffs, but it was like, Sam Darnold might be that guy. And then, of course, the whole situation happened. They let Sam Darnold walk because it was a one-year deal he signed. And, of course, we see where the Vikings are now. JJ didn't really have that great of a season, and they went from a playoff team to missing the playoffs, even though they did finish 8-9, and there were some okay moments from JJ, but there's some tension happening. That's a whole different thing. Ow. I hit my desk. I hit my desk with my elbow. Ow. But what was I going to say? I got distracted by hitting my desk. Oh. And then he goes to Seattle. And I still had questions because, like, I just didn't know if it was just going to go down as a one-year wonder or if he was going to continue this success. He also made a Pro Bowl that year as well. And then, lo and behold, another Pro Bowl level season. Yeah, he didn't have the most touchdowns, but he had another 4,000-yard season. He helped his team to 14 wins, like he did with Minnesota. But then there was the question when he came into the playoffs was, can he have this success in the playoffs? This same success that he's having, can he have it in the playoffs? Lo and behold, he does, and he brings the team to a Super Bowl. And if he wins the Super Bowl with the Seahawks, it's probably going to go down as one of the craziest, like, turnaround careers in the history of the NFL. And, of course, another question, even if he does win, in my personal opinion, is, like, can he keep this up? Because, you know, it's going to kind of be a question of mine, even if he does win it or doesn't, you know. So, we'll see. But, again, I'm leaning more towards Seattle because just they have the better defense. They have one of the best defenses in the league. And it's just with having the Offensive Player of the Year in JSN, an unbelievable running back player in Kenneth Walker, who's an underrated running back. And then, of course, you have that second option speedster of Rashid Shaheed, who I might try to say he might return one for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. We'll see. He had that one against, was it against the Rams? Or I think it was against the 49ers in the divisional round. I remember watching that for the first time. That was pretty crazy. Like, watching that live, and that was pretty crazy. That was a crazy moment. But then just also with Sam Darnold, you know, I know Drake May, he was the MVP candidate player and all that, but Sam Darnold, he's been good in these big games. I mean, he was amazing in that conference championship game, so I can't wait to see how he does in the Super Bowl. I can't wait to see how the Super Bowl goes. I'm definitely looking forward to the halftime show. I really don't care if you're going to watch it or not. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it, because of course it's Bad Bunny and all that. So, like, I don't want to get too much into that because I'm not big with that stuff, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm looking forward to it, see what he has. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end here. I'm not going to make the video too much longer. Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments down below and your prediction as well. Who you guys think is a win. Also, what do you think the score of the game will be? My score, predicting, because both defenses are pretty good, pretty close to game, I'm going to go around probably almost the same score as their previous matchup, but maybe a little bit lower. I'm going to say maybe 27-21, 27-24. Probably it's going to be I don't want to say low scoring, but like it's going to be a close game. I'm thinking it will be. So that's my score. Let me know y'all's predictions, score of the game, what the final score will be, and also who you think could have the big game and win the Super Bowl MVP. If it's the Seahawks winning, my best bet it's either Sam Darnold or JSN. Who knows, maybe someone from the defensive side. But if it's the Patriots, I honestly believe Drake May might win it if the Patriots win. So that's just my final predictions. Again, let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments down below, and everything else. If you guys made it all the way to this point of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, you know, as always, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for future upcoming videos here on the BrewCrew channel. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.